Hey everyone, welcome back. So today we are doing something a little different and honestly kind of fun.
Yeah, so basically, I speak English. Like, properly. Grammar is correct. Sentences make sense.
But
But every time I talk to native speakers, something feels off. Like I sound like I'm reading from a textbook.
yes, and I love you, but yes. So today I'm going to help fix that. We're going to have a totally normal conversation, and every time Alex says something that's technically correct, but sounds a little stiff, I'm going to stop and show you a more natural way to say it. The kind of English you actually hear in real life.
And we're going to explain why, not just swap one phrase for another, but actually understand when you use it, what it feels like, the whole thing.
Exactly. Let's just talk. Ready?
I'm ready. Okay, so last night I went to sleep at 11 p.m. because I was very tired.
Totally fine sentence. But a native would probably say, I hit the sack at 11. Did you feel that? It sounds way more natural.
Hit the sack? Like a bag?
Yeah, actually. It's old slang sailors and workers used to sleep on sacks filled with straw, so hitting the sack literally meant going to bed. Now we just use it casually whenever we mean going to sleep.
So I can say, I'm exhausted. I'm going to hit the sack.
Perfect! And it works in any informal situation, texting a friend, chatting after dinner. You'd never write it in an email to your boss, though.
Noted. Oh, and you know that new phone I was telling you about? I haven't decided yet whether to buy it.
Okay, so instead of I haven't decided, you could say I'm still on the fence about it.
On the fence?
Picture a literal fence between two gardens. If you're on the fence, you haven't jumped into either side yet. You're just sitting there, undecided. It's great because it sounds more relaxed. I haven't decided sounds a bit formal, but I'm on the fence sounds like you're genuinely thinking it over.
I've been on the fence about changing jobs for months.
That's perfect. And people use it for big things and small things, whether to get the salad or the burger, whether to move cities. It fits both.
Actually, speaking of work, I accepted 3 extra projects this month, and now I have too much work to handle.
Ah, classic. What you just described is called biting off more than you can chew.
Oh, that one I've heard, but I was never sure exactly when to use it.
So think about eating. If you take a huge bite of something bigger than your mouth can handle, you're in trouble. Same idea. You took on more than you can actually manage. And it's nice because it doesn't sound like complaining, it sounds self-aware. Like, yeah, I did that to myself.
I signed up for 2 online courses and a gym membership in January. I definitely bit off more than I could chew.
Every January, ever? Exactly right.
And honestly, the phone, even if I decide to buy it, the price is very expensive.
It costs an arm and a leg. That's your phrase.
Okay, that one is dramatic. You're paying with body parts.
Right? It's exaggerated on purpose. That's what makes it feel expressive. Very expensive is accurate. But it costs an arm and a leg tells me how you feel about the price. You're almost offended by it.
So it's about emotion, not just fact.
Exactly. Idioms often do that. They carry tone and feeling, not just information. That concert ticket cost an arm and a leg tells me you think it was outrageous. That ticket was very expensive just states it.
Eating out in this city costs an arm and a leg.
Absolutely. Everyone will feel that.
Okay. So last weekend, I organized a small dinner for some friends, but then more people came, and then more people, and eventually the situation became uncontrollable.
It got out of hand.
Out of hand? Like it escaped your hand?
Sort of. Think of holding something carefully in your hands. If it slips, you've lost control. Out of hand means something went beyond what you could manage. And the great thing about this one is how casual it sounds. Things got a little out of hand is something people say with a laugh after a crazy night.
The argument started small and then just got out of hand.
Yes, and it works for good chaos too, not just bad. A party getting out of hand can be a great party.
So at the dinner, the next morning I was sick.
I was feeling under the weather.
Okay, I know this one, but why weather?
Good question. It actually comes from sailing. When a sailor got sick, they'd go below deck to be under the weather, meaning sheltered from the harsh conditions. Over time, it just became the phrase for feeling unwell.
And when do you use it versus just saying sick?
Great question. Under the weather is a bit softer. It's perfect when you're not dramatically ill, just a bit off. I won't make it to the meeting. I'm feeling a bit under the weather sounds polite and gentle. It's great for work situations.
She seemed a bit under the weather at the party. She left early.
Perfect.
And actually, about the job situation, I sent my application last week. Now I'm waiting for them to respond.
So the ball is in their court now.
Tennis?
Yes. If the ball is literally in your court, it's your turn to play, you have to act. So when we say the ball is in your court, it means I've done my part, now it's your move. You're waiting on them.
I told him how I felt. Now the ball is in his court.
That's great, and people use this all the time in business, relationships, negotiations. It's a really versatile one.
Ugh, permanently damage the relationship?
Exactly. If you burn a bridge, you can never cross it again. In real life, it means cutting off a relationship or opportunity in a way that can't be undone. People say don't burn your bridges as a warning. Keep things professional. You might need that person again.
He quit by telling his boss everything he thought was wrong with the company. He really burned that bridge.
Haha. I mean, bold choice. But yeah, perfect use.
Okay, one more situation. So at work, we had a project plan. We worked on it for 3 weeks. And then last Tuesday, the client changed everything. We have to start again from the beginning.
Ugh, back to square one?
Where does square one come from?
A few theories. Some say board games, some say early radio sports commentators used numbered grid squares to describe the field. But honestly, what matters is what it feels like. You're back at the very start. Zero progress, and it carries that mix of frustration and resignation that just saying start over doesn't quite capture.
The negotiations fell through. We're back to square one.
Exactly right. And people will immediately understand not just what happened, but how it feels.
Okay, so to summarize, today we learned hit the sack, on the fence, bite off more than you can chew, cost an arm and a leg, get out of hand, under the weather, the ball is in your court, burn bridges, and back to square one.
9 idioms. And the big takeaway isn't just memorizing the phrases, it's understanding why they exist. Idioms carry feeling. They're expressive, casual, and they make you sound like you actually live in the language, not just study it.
And they make conversations more fun.
Honestly, yes. Try using just one of these today, in a text, in a conversation, and see how it feels.
If you want us to do more of these, let us know in the comments which idiom was your favorite.
Mine's costs an arm and a leg. I say it like 3 times a week.
Haha! Everything costs an arm and a leg these days.
Don't even get me started. See you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.